Tonight, cities across Florida are preparing to face new limits on what they can support. A bill banning government funding for diversity, equity, and inclusion now heads to Governor Ron DeSantis. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Andy Payton explains what it could mean for one of the biggest events in the country.
A city like St. Pete has always embraced its differences.
You're talking 11 months of planning.
It's what Dr. Byron Green College spends most of his year making sure is showcased.
It is a sea of rainbow colors, queer people, allies.
But it's also an event that those in Tallahassee now believe the city of St. Pete should have no part of, with a bill making its way to Governor Ron DeSantis' desk today that prohibits cities and counties from funding, promoting, or taking official action on anything related to diversity, equity, or inclusion. It even allows the governor to remove local officials who do so anyways.
Not only have millions and millions of taxpayer dollars been wasted in the name of DEI, this philosophy has fostered resentment instead of goodwill.
The bill now leaving questions about how it could affect events like St. Pete Pride, Juneteenth, and even St. Patrick's Day.
It just depends how risk averse a city or county wants to be.
Republicans like House Speaker Daniel Perez say the intention is not to prohibit events like these from happening.
No, we don't want taxpayer dollars used for that, but that doesn't inhibit the ability for local governments to be able to have a gay pride festival if that is something that they choose to do.
But here in St. Pete, the Pride Festival, for example, relies on those tax dollars, with $300,000 of their $1 million budget coming directly from the city itself.
Would it still happen? Heck yeah, you bet your bottom dollar it will absolutely still happen. Will it look different? Will it feel different? Absolutely.
Leaving organizations like St. Pete Pride left to look for other options to ensure the differences St. Pete has always embraced will still be showcased. Now, we're told this won't go into place until January of 2027, meaning all events already scheduled like the Pride Parade for this year likely won't be impacted as of right now, but they will start to feel those effects starting next year. Reporting in downtown St. Pete tonight, Andy Payton, 10 Tampa Bay News.
And the governor must sign the bill into law. We also reached out to the city of St. Pete to ask how this could impact events like St. Pete Pride. They have not gotten back to us.